Artfight. Last summer I made a full video about it because I also participated, and there's some unseen footage because I waited for every user to give me their go to post their art, and 2 of them didn't. And now I found out that 1 of them didn't see it back then and the other one literally couldn't log in. But now they both answered. I'm allowed to post it, so you're getting both attacks from July. And also there's gonna be a bit more to this video in the last third from present me, because even though Artfight is not taking place right now, they have special events. Yeah, but first, this was the 3rd user that I attacked back then. If I want to draw characters, I'm either looking for a whole lot of story or a very strong hook. This is the one I chose, and she's a bisexual alien internet influencer. I'm in. Just got off her flight at Terminal 51. I love that. The color palette caught my eye immediately. We got a couple of outfits to choose from. I think I'm gonna go with this one. First of all, let me do my hair to match hers. We do not talk about the backside. Okay, I don't want to do a painting in selfie style. Kind of like this. I want a cool looking selfie without the perspective being too hard to draw. For example, something like this. The problem here is I'm not good at taking selfies. I want to use a prop. I have a glass here, but I don't have straws. Let me just take a knife. And then slide my glasses a bit so I can turn them into sunglasses. I don't know about you, but this looks sketchy as hell. Maybe a cute one. It is pretty warm in here. Time for a concept. Okay, I have 2 favorites. I don't know which one to choose yet, so let me sketch. The first one is giving me more influencer vibes. That's why I'm going with this. Let me think of a concept real quick. Because I want the picture itself to be her POV while she's recording herself or taking a picture of herself. But of course, that's the wrong hand. Now I'm actively confused. If she's holding it with her right hand... Oh, the picture itself is mirrored. But after you took the picture, it gets mirrored again, so it's the right way again. So this is... Yes, I actually took the picture with my right hand. I'm gonna pretend that she took it with her left hand while looking at the mirrored version of herself that looks like she took it with her right hand. Get it? The most important thing is that the hand is coming from the same direction. Anatomy has left the chat. There's a fun little detail that I want to add. I was looking at another attack and they commented that the hair glowing like fire is a great choice because her magic of choice is molten glass. I love that, and I want to make the glass in her hand kind of swirl up a bit like it's melting. I don't know if she can produce molten glass herself. I think so. Still, the glass is kind of dissolving and swirling around her, kind of like this. Starting off with a pretty simple sketch. It only took me like 40 minutes. I'm already at the stage for the next step. This time I have 2 elements, which is the body and the hand, because I might want to adjust it later. I think I can already add the colors. I love how simple yet recognizable her design is, and I especially like the checkered pattern here. Oh, the color palette. I want the background to be some kind of beach, maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe she's watching the sunset. Oh god. There are gonna be 2 types of shading again. First one coming from the front, and for that I simply put a multiply layer on top, erase the bits that have light on them, and then I add an additive mask, choose a warm source of light and put it on the edge here, because that's where the sun is coming from. Alright, I struggle a bit with the colors and the lighting, but I think eventually I managed to somehow make it look good. I think the biggest challenge was the colors being so vibrant, and since I chose a vibrant background as well, it was kind of hard to distinguish it from each other. In the end, I just ended up blurring the background. As you can see, I also added little special effects on top, and that's supposed to be in molten glass, since that's her ability. When I was finished with the base pick, I put it on my unfinished phone sketch, and it was kind of hard to figure out the proportions, so I kind of designed it like the layout in the camera app. I also managed to extend it a bit by continuing the colors down here and then just blurring them. All that was left was adding some details, titles and text. I wasn't entirely satisfied yet because it felt like something was missing. So I played around with the controls a bit and realized that if I turn up the sharpness, it makes it more look like a phone display. That's now the finished version. Now that I'm finished, it's time to upload. Let's go! Alien influencer on vacation. We have a thumbnail. This is definitely a half body. I think this counts as props, scene elements, whatever. Let me check that twice, thrice, force. I think we can post it. 63 points for Team Seafoam. Third attack completed. Sorry, but it's really hot in here. Better have some noise than sweating my soul out. Oh my. I'm going to take care of the final attack. This one's special because the attack is going to be a revenge. We are revenging this user. They did my drawing of Salena. I looked through their profile and they have agents as OCs. I think I want to draw all three, to be honest. This is Agent Red. He's the most sociable out of them three, but apparently he's very unlucky. I kind of feel bad for him. This is Agent Yellow. He's pretty blunt and aggressive, but he doesn't really need a lot of uplifting from the other agents. He's quite good on his own and he just wants to be paid. That's fair. And last but not least, we have Agent Blue. Agent Blue's tongue is as sharp as her intellect, but beneath the cold and hard exterior, there's a warm personality that's afraid of getting hurt. I love the dynamic here. Let's get going. So I have a problem. I do have a suit and I wanted to wear it for the reference to get better pictures. Since this was rather spontaneous, I don't have it with me, and this is the farthest you can go from a suit. The closest thing that I have to a suit is this here, so at least we got something. They're all three in the same picture, but the lighting from behind is gonna have a different color for each character. Let me actually close this off. You can't see it on this camera, but this is quite an interesting fit. Agent Blue is snobbish. I think she likes to drink out of wine glasses. And of course, I have wine glasses as well. Well, sort of. No, not wine glasses, champagne glasses. How do snobs stand? Like this? I look like a lost child. I want Agent Red to go next. He's sociable, but also very unlucky. I don't know how you can be unlucky in a picture. Maybe something quirky. The white light bright. The light looks cool. Let me try something out. 3, 2, 1. Did it work? Yeah, kind of. Okay, let me take a proper one. I look amused. One more. Also, don't bother about this part because this is a jumpsuit and I don't know where to attach the mic. Agent Yellow. I like yellow lighting. It's cool. This is already pretty good. One more. Okay, let me get out of this. It has 30 degrees in here. This is the final one. Let's get going. Let's get ready to sketch the final attack. In the middle, we have Agent Blue holding a champagne glass. On the right, we have Agent Red tripping. And on the left, we have Agent Yellow being uninterested. Let's add a little trick. In this picture, I'm not actually tripping. I'm holding my balance, which you can see on my leg. So the leg here is going to go outwards. Agent Blue is kind of narrowing her legs so the feet touch. Agent Blue has multiple outfits. I'm gonna go with this one. Agent Red, he's wearing a simple suit. And he's also wearing a tie which can fly around. Oh yes. And then Agent Yellow, the only one who's not wearing a suit but rather a hooded jacket kind of thing with a flash on it and some fur. This is roughly the composition. I think this took me around 6 hours. It was incredibly fun to draw the dynamics of this team. The rim light on the characters does in fact have a different hue for every single character. It may be a bit unrealistic, but it kinda works. Now again, the creator hasn't really mentioned any special abilities, but it looks like they have special abilities, so I just added them. For Agent Blue, it's water. Somehow I really love to draw water. For Agent Yellow, it's these rock thingies. And for Agent Red, it's probably something fire related. I just used the smoke brush in Procreate and then swirled it a bit with the liquify tool. The background looks kind of like a sunset. I like that too. And with just a few adjustments and refinements, this is the finished result. And that is my last attack for Artfight 2024. And my first revenge. Easy. The title is just The Agents. Oh my... I forgot something. I forgot a major detail, which is the black hair strands of Agent Yellow. It's only such a minor detail, but it's important. Oh, 200 points! Team Seafoam, we're not winning, but I got us some more points. Well, yes, Team Seafoam did indeed lose. But anyway, it didn't make it any less fun. So, as I said at the start of the video, they have a special event going on right now. They basically have one for each season, and I missed the last two. So I'm gonna do this one. Obviously, it's spring right now, and the event is called Artfight. And I wanna have a fancy badge on my profile. So let's go. First, let's see what I'm even supposed to do. Okay, we have 15 prompts and 4 palettes. And you're supposed to create art that incorporates either a prompt or a palette or both. I think you can even combine multiple ones, but I'm probably gonna go for 1 prompt and 1 palette. But now I have to choose. I think I need some time to think. We'll see each other in a few minutes or hours or days. Alright, it's been an hour because I had lunch. I have decided on a prompt and on a palette. The prompt that I picked is, to my surprise, rain boots. And the palette is this one. But I gave it a little twist. You're gonna see why. Well, now to keep up the pattern of this video, I'm gonna take some reference pictures. I'm gonna make the light blue and I wanna take a shot from below, like this. Alright, I need actual boots and my pants are too baggy to showcase that, so I just have to make it look natural. I want to walk, but it has to look like I'm actually walking, not like I'm pretending to walk. Oh, I like that. I thought it was gonna be really bad, but it looks good. Okay, another one. Nope. That was even worse. You know what? One more, and if that one's I'm gonna use the first one. I'm gonna be honest, that one's not even that bad, but yeah, the first one is the best one. One more thing, I remembered that I took live photos. I was like, maybe I can pick some frames from them. What is this? Why do my pants look like they were drawn by a 5-year-old? I'm gonna pick the first one. Okay, now I don't have a character. I'm just gonna make him blue. Just a blue person. I didn't get the proportions 100% right, because this is a tiny bit foreshortened. The legs appear longer. But I do need the legs to be prominent, because of the boots, obviously. But like I said, not any boots, because I took the prompt literally. It's raining. Raindrops. Since the person is blue, the rain is gonna be yellow. Now, yellow rain doesn't really have a positive sound to it, but I'm gonna make it glow, so it's like a light. This glowing rain is forming puddles, and the puddles are forming the boots. I have to make it fancy. This is a first concept, okay? I kind of want to give her pigtails to make the silhouette more interesting. That's basically it. Simple. I should start the line art. I think I already said it in the original video, but I don't really do line art. I just sketch with a round airbrush and then I clean it up. And that's basically my line art. Because I want to keep some of the roughness and it just blends well with my art style. This is the basic concept. We have the character wearing basic clothes. And I also added some rain to the background as well as it hitting the character and the ground. And now let me first add some base color to everything. I'm gonna pick the middle blue for the background. Okay, interesting. Then the darker blue for the character and yellow for the shoes. Of course, I also want to change the line art, especially the raindrops that are hitting her, because ta-da! Alright, the line art on her is going to be darker than her base color, and the line art on the water is going to be brighter than the water. I will improve this soon, don't worry. My first task is to shade this and to make the water look less like urine. I'm probably gonna work a bit with opacity because it has to look a bit more transparent. Let me also add a gradient to her. I was thinking of making the shirt darker, but I think it kind of destroys the composition, so no, I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay, time for shading and rendering. This was definitely something to figure out. I'm not really used to painting with limited colors. And I also don't know the rules to which extent you can adjust, modify and mix the colors, because that's what I did, but I think it's fine. After adding some basic shading as well as light from above, I added light to the legs because the water is glowing and of course it's emitting light. Since the outfit still looked kinda empty to me, I added some necklaces as well as a pattern to the pants, but the whole composition was still kind of uninteresting, so I just added circles to the background. And I have to say I really like the look of this, and this is what I'm gonna post. Alright, here it is. The prompt is rain boots and forget me not. Okay, I don't know when I'll get the badge or if I will get the badge, but if I don't receive it before posting this video, I'm gonna end it here. So I'm really glad that I was able to post the unused video footage, and I hope you had fun watching. I heard that a lot of you are going to participate this year as well. Maybe we'll attack each other in July. So have a nice day, evening or night, and we'll see each other in July. No, I'm just joking. We'll see each other soon, this or next month. Bye!